Welcome to the Crochet Beginner series. If you've ever looked at a beautiful crochet project and thought, I wish I could make that, then you're in the right place. In this series, we'll start right from the basics, one step at a time, and you'll build the skill and confidence to create beautiful handmade projects of your own. So let's get started. Hello everyone, I'm Ranjitha and welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we will be seeing how to make a chain and a slip knot. If you haven't watched the previous episode, please do check out. I will link them below. Every project starts with a slip knot. Think of it as a starting point that connects your yarn to the crochet hook. Without it, we simply can't begin crocheting. The best part is that slip knot isn't a permanent knot. It can be tightened or loosened easily. Now let's start by making one. Start by leaving a yarn tail of about 10 to 15 centimeters. Don't make the yarn tail too short because we'll use it later to weave in the ends. Now you will have two parts of the yarn, one is the tail end and one is the working end. Keep the tail inside and now make two loops on your two fingers as I'm showing here. First loop and the second loop will go inward this way. So we have two loops now on our fingers. I'm going to take the hook. First, I'm going to go under the first loop and then pull the yarn. This makes our first slip knot. That's it. Gently tighten the yarn by pulling one of the ends and your slip knot is ready. Don't make it too tight or too loose. Keep it free enough so that you can continue making your next stitches. It shouldn't be too tight or neither should be too loose so that it comes out of the hook. Keep it in a comfortable position. Let's see it again. So we have our tail end and now we're going to wrap the working yarn twice around our fingers, the first loop and the second loop. Now I'm going to take my hook under the first hook and pull the second loop. That's it. Our slip knot is made. There are many different ways of making the slip knot and this is the one I'm comfortable with. I hope you understood it. That's it. Our first slip knot is ready. Now in the next, let's try to make the chains. So now that our yarn is attached to the hook by a slip knot, we are going to go forward and start making our chains. As you can see here, we have two strands coming from the knot. One is the tail end and one is the working yarn. We will not be using the tail end, we will be using the working yarn to make the stitches. Hold the working yarn comfortably in between your fingers. You can wrap it around twice or you can hold it. Make sure that there is enough tension to make the stitch. And with the other two fingers, I am securing the slip knot so that it doesn't move. Bring the yarn over the hook from back to front. This is called yarn over. I'm going to show it to again. This is yarn over. And now we are going to pull through. This makes our first chain. That's it. Let's repeat it. We are going to do yarn over. That is, we are going to take our hook from back to front and bring the yarn over the hook and then pull through. This is a chain. So every time you repeat these two steps of yarn over and pulling through, we make one chain. So yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. That's it. We are going to do the same thing repeatedly until the pattern says the number of chains we have to make. So I'm going to show you a couple of times. As you go on, you can increase your speed, but initially be slow enough so that you don't make a mistake. Keep the movements slow and relaxed. Speed will automatically come naturally with practice. So that's it. Congratulations. We've made our first chain. In this video, we've learned how to make the slip knot and how to make a foundation chain. As you can see here, the chains are even and well spaced. With practice, you will get it. Initially, if your chains are not evenly spaced, some are smaller and some are bigger, it's absolutely fine. But this is how you have to make your first chain. Each chain looks like a small letter V. Every V counts as one chain. Don't count the loop that currently is on your hook. That loop is called the working loop and isn't included in your stitch count. Learning to count your stitches is a simple habit that will help you avoid mistakes in future projects. Congratulations, you've just learned the two most important starting techniques in crochet, the slip knot and the foundation chain. In the next episode, we'll learn our first real crochet stitch, the single crochet. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to learn crochet. I'll see you in the next episode. Happy crocheting!